final match of the evening. This is for the Ultimate Fighting Championship 7 Championship. Once again, your referee will be Big John McCarthy. Without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, from the War Memorial here in Buffalo, New York, let's get ready to rumble! Introducing first to my left, a black belt in the art of trap fighting. He's 25 years old and he stands in at 6 feet 8 and weighs 300 pounds. From Sunnyvale, California, by way of the icy north of Fairbanks, Alaska, he is the Polar Bear, Paul Varelans. And his opponent across the octagon, 6 feet 1, 210 pounds, 4-time Brazilian Muay Thai champion, state heavyweight boxing champion, and reigning Brazilian Vale Tudo champion, undefeated in bare knuckle matches, from Rio de Janeiro, Brazil, the king of the streets, Marco Ruas.
The winner gets the UFC 7 belt at a trip to the Ultimate December 16th in Denver.
This is what you came here
to meet
for.
the likes of Taktarov, Abbott, Hackney, Jenna, Severin, and Benito. Here we go. Finals of UFC 7, and Varelans, as usual, streaks across the octagon. Ruas shows some punching and a kick to the body.
Oh, nice combinations. Kicks and punches, one after the other. And you have to remember, Ruas has some boxing talent.
Varelans 300 pounds, Ruas 210.
This just might be too much quickness for Varelans.
You know, Ruas is the best puncher kicker that I've seen in here so far. That little demonstration there was the best kicking and punching I've seen in the event.
This is what Ruas got involved in his last fight against Bardu, standing up against the fence.
Beautiful job of keeping himself balanced. Watch Ruas lift that leg. That takes away any kind of trip Varelans can have.
Varelans beginning to punch with the right hand.
I just think Varelans is not going to have the experience to deal with Ruas. I mean, he gets him on the ground. I think it's going to be, eventually he's going to make a mistake.
Again, a kick from Ruas. And a left hand, a jab from Marco Ruas. Varelans is bloodied already in the nostril area, but he usually bleeds from there. Not unusual to see that early on.
Well, it says that Ruas is a Thai boxer, a Muay Thai, and he's demonstrating it now. He's kicking the front leg, the thigh, which is a Thai technique.
And you notice now Varelans changed his stance. He's now got that leg back. You got to wonder if that had an effect.
Oh, I'm sure it did. I'm sure it did. That thigh is very vulnerable.
Look at how red that thigh is. If you can see that on your screen, just above Varelans' left knee, there's a big area of red. Ooh, left cross.
Ruas showing some fine boxing skills.
David against Goliath.
Varelans with a kick.
His punches are slow. Varelans' punches are slow. Awful wide,
slowly, too. Another kick by Varelans. Got to knock the feet out from underneath Ruas.
Don, do you think Ruas is trying? Oh, look at this.
Varelans picks Ruas up, looking for a choke.
Doesn't have it. Do you think Ruas is making Varelans spend a lot of energy chasing him and all that? Now all that effort trying to pick Ruas up. You got to wonder if he is going to start to run out of gas here fairly soon.
Well, I think he would have never let go of that hold if he was in condition to hold him, because he had him around the neck.
But he also had that arm in there, Don. That's a front headlock, not a guillotine.
Varelans kicking. Ruas goes in.
Now Ruas initiates tying up. You got to wonder now if Varelans starting to suck gas.
And
toe stopping. I love it.
That same toe popping we saw earlier. Remember, Varelans had the flu yesterday, and he may be short of gas. He's also a big fella at 300.
That's right.
His mouth is wide open. When you see that, you know you're gasping for air. The mouthpiece might fall out any minute. That's a sure sign of exhaustion.
All Ruas now has to maintain enough pressure to keep him tired and just pick his openings and continue to retreat.
I guess Garlic can only go so far.
Exactly.
3:30 in.
I think it's a mistake for Ruas just to let him sit there against the fence. He should move him around, make him have to move. Spend energy. The more energy you spend, the easier it'll be to take him out.
Varelans does not want to end up on the ground. I don't think.
Not against Ruas.
Good knee by Varelans.
Ruas trying to sneak around behind. Who knows what kind of submission hold he's thinking of throwing on here.
I don't really know what he would be trying to do from behind, so maybe take him down or get behind his, get an arm around his neck. I don't know what he's...
Why wouldn't Varelans throw a left hand right there?
There he goes, nice behind him.
There's
Varelans hanging on desperately.
And now he tries to stop, but much too smart. Jumping on him is Ruas. That protects your toes. Varelans' elbow has always been his big attribute. Can he get enough leverage to land, though? He's elbowing backwards.
He's missing with the elbows. He's catching him with the tricep, not the bone part of the elbow.
Varelans does not want to go down. If he goes down, he's going to be like a bus dropping. Almost now 5 minutes.
I'm not sure what Ruas went for to get in this position. I mean, unless he's just thinking of taking him down maybe from here.
There's some uniqueness with that arm over the top of the octagon, latching onto the fence from the reverse side. Now he's got both hands on the octagon.
I think it's the octagon that's holding him up at this point.
I think so too. If he loses the grip of the octagon, he might be rolled backwards.
Right, he's going to be taken down if he does.
How long can he hold on, and what can Ruas do to soften him up? Ruas trying to wrap the leg around Varelans.
Oh, that one had to hurt. Oh, that one hurt a lot.
Once again, it's countering of feet. Foot for foot. And a smashing foot drive by Ruas.
Well, this is a new form of striking here. Foot stomp. It's pretty effective, though, as we've seen tonight.
I'm amazed that I really don't know what Ruas is trying to do. I imagine he's thinking, hey, Varelans will let go of the fence, but he's not.
The crowd is getting up and enjoying it now. Varelans trying to work that left arm back and elbow Ruas, but Ruas won't let go of his gut.
Those are really missing. You can see Ruas just watching that arm.
And he's low enough, because he's only 6'1", he's 7 inches smaller, Don. It's almost an advantage here because he can't get nailed in the head.
Right. Well, Varelans now coming off a little bit of that fence.
One arm over, one arm latched in the middle. Varelans has that fence very securely held. And Ruas showing patience, just trying to get the big man off of that fence.
Well, if he gets off the fence, the next thing is they're going to be on the ground.
I really think Varelans is going to be lost there, Don.
Ruas knees him to the back. Another knee. Not much damage, but nuisance-like.
I mean, this is like a little man with a tiny little axe trying to chop down a redwood.
Well, you know, you can chop down the biggest redwood a little at a time, Jeff.
That's exactly what he's trying to do. It's a smart tactic.
Come on, let's go!
He does only have 20 minutes. One would have to question Varelans' stamina, but by leaving him on the fence like this, he's not burning much energy. He doesn't have to move very far. He gets to hang on, keep his balance. And really, when you start to fatigue, maintaining your balance becomes so difficult. It burns so much more energy and, of course, frustrates you.
Oh, great shot of the fighters there. And you can see the elbows just unable to land squarely because of the low center of gravity of Ruas. Ruas trying to lug somebody off a fence. And Varelans showing sheer strength.
Well, Ruas is dealing with a lot of weight on top of that strength. I mean, he's a strong man, but there's a lot of weight being pulled around out there.
That's one warning. Come on, get it
That's a
going.
warning. Next warning is a reset.
You know, you almost want to think that he wants to jump up on his back and go for a, a choke. Throw both legs in around the waist, reach up around that neck, and just go wherever Varelans wants to go and just maintain the chokehold.
Marvelous crowd here in Buffalo. They go with what they want, and they can change in a minute.
Get over here. Let go.
They are real fight fans, and now we get a reset from John McCarthy at 9:10. 9 minutes, 10 seconds in unofficially. A reset.
You ready? You ready? Let's go. Get it on.
And here they go again.
See, now this is burning a lot more energy for Varelans. He's got to move. He's got to pace. He's trying to think. And if he gets frustrated, that just compounds fatigue, accelerates it. Different tactic by Varelans. Hands up, looking like a boxer.
But he sometimes switches to southpaw and doesn't even realize it. Oh, good kick answer by Varelans. A counter kick, a la the Dragon.
Well, you know what happens is when you've been hurt to the leg, you want to hit the other guy in the leg.
How's his technique?
Not good, but his attitude's good.
You have to wonder if that was a mistake by Ruas, letting Varelans rest against the fence.
Well, I'm not sure he was letting him. I think he was.
He could have let him go and started fighting again. Let's kept him there for almost 5 minutes.
Right, time-wise, it could have been a bad strategic move.
Varelans playing a little bit of attitude on Ruas. Another solid leg kick.
You can see the bruises on his leg. He's hurt. That thigh, he's not going to be able to walk tomorrow on that leg.
Heavily bruised is the left thigh of Varelans. Those are from the kicks by Ruas, which are more technique-like, more precise. And I think Varelans' greatest strength is his sheer will.
He needs to lift that leg up. You know, it's a very simple block to block that. All he needs to do is lift his leg up.
Look at the welts on that leg.
Well, I've been there myself a few times. But all he needs to do is lift that left leg up when the kick, just like that. That's all he, there it is right there. That's the block. He won't get hit on that thigh if he just does that. There it is.
Nicely done.
Can Marcos now, as he lifts that leg in anticipation of that side kick, go to the other knee and just strike the posting knee?
Or why not throw a right hand, Don?
Well, the reason he can't do that, go back to the back leg, is it's too far away. It's not the same level. It's not the front.
Grappling, back to boxing. Interesting fight here.
Come on, gentlemen, let's go, let's go.
The Japanese might have called him the most complete fighter, but
Oh boy, that left leg, he can't stand on it much longer. He really ate a big kick there.
He's got to block them. There. He's got to block them. That's all he has to do. It's very simple. There it is.
Doing a good job at it, isn't he?
Well, now he is, but it's a day late, dollar short. You know, he's taking a lot of punishment on that left leg. There it is again.
And the alternative for him is to go to the mat where he knows that Ruas is most dangerous, and that's not a good option. Oh my, Ruas firing leg kicks at will.
using his speed and motion to keep Varelans away.
This is the most effective leg kicking we have seen in the UFC.
Absolutely. But as you can see, it is effective. I mean, you can see now that a strike to the thigh does some damage.
Now he goes the other way. And that's not a bad idea because you won't know which way to turn. Before long, he'll be the leaning tower of Varelans.
Now, the best thing Varelans could do is back up and let Ruas come to him at this point. The reason he can get those leg kicks in easily is he's walking forward, walking right into them. Varelans needs to sit back and just counter a little bit. Just sit back and let Ruas come to him. Let him make the fight.
Oh, big shot by Ruas. The leg and the hands. Back to the leg. Down goes Varelans.
Oh, and then that thrown in the towel. I can't believe it.
Do it all. Punch, kick, and wrestle. And he proved it tonight.
Varelans appears to be okay. Marco Ruas. A spectacular finish. Tremendous leg power. And a celebration. I think he's almost in tears.
Well, I think that proves that striking can be used in the UFC.